Everyone, it's Trevor Friesen here. I hope you're having a great day. I'm here at Mason's Beach in Shawnigan Lake, and this is going to be the first of 3 little mini-series videos I'm putting together for a virtual open house I'm doing today at 1816 Munsie Road in Shawnigan Lake. Now, for those of you who are not from the Cowichan Valley or not that familiar with what Shawnigan Lake has to offer, here's a quick 30-second overview of this great little town. The property that we're going to virtually showcase today is only about a kilometer and a half away from where I'm standing right now. And this is one of the most popular tourist attractions in all of Cowichan Valley. It's a huge beach, and there's a number of spots on Cowichan Valley that have really great kind of beach areas, but this is one just fantastic. Shawnigan Lake is awesome. Everything from lots of boating that you can do out here, lots of swimming. There's a really fun atmosphere that happens here in this town in the summer. And this property we're going to, even though it's quite rural, is very, very close to Mason's Beach here in Shawnigan Lake. So let's go for a quick drive and then show you a little bit about the town of Shawnigan Lake on the way to the house. Come on with me. I've been fortunate to live with the family in Cowichan Valley for the last 12, 13 years. And it's interesting that Shawnigan Lake, it's got its own little micro temperature climate. It's pretty cool. You'll get snow a lot here where you wouldn't get it in Mill Bay or Cobble Hill. So one of those cool little things about living in Shawnigan Lake, if you've got kids or you like a little bit more of that rugged, it's funny, the temperature's always just a couple degrees cooler. Shawnigan Lake has so much to offer, not just in the summer or the winter. There's everything from restaurants to barber shops, to coffee shops, various other things that are out there. So it's really fantastic. We're actually pulling up right now to our listing. So I'm going to be getting out of the car and going to be showcasing the property in just a moment. All right, we're here. So welcome everyone, 1860 Munsie Road. Now Munsie Road is in Shawnigan, and that's Shawnigan Lake Road. So it's great access to go to Shawnigan Lake Village, which we notice is only just over a minute drive away, or you're about 10 minutes that way and you get to Highway number 1, which gets you down south to, of course, Victoria. Now, if you go Munsie Road all the way up that way, it actually T intersections, and just off to the right, it's a ski club. So it's not very far at all to the water in this direction as well too. So you're quiet, and yet the great thing is you're so central to anything you need. Again, Shawnigan Lake was just over there. So let's start on the property. Let's give it a little bit of a tour. So we are priced at $1,089,900. So $1,089,900. We're situated on half an acre. And when I use the word pristine and meticulous, it absolutely is in this particular situation. The property has undergone an immense amount of renovations, an immense amount of upgrades. A lot of maintenance has been done in the last little while, last couple of years, in fact, even. In the anticipation of selling. So the owners currently wanted to make sure they leave the property in pristine condition. You start off by coming through these great iron gates. So there's a really nice, good start welcoming to your home. A real long, big driveway, and you're gonna see as we get around the corner, there's big parking, whether you got a boat, RV. It's got a 30 amp service actually for your RV. This particular part here where it's all nice and fresh grass, this is actually a $22,000 recent septic field upgrade. So a bunch of work has been done, again, in anticipation of ensuring the next owner's in really good shape. As you see in this particular place, very different than most other places, you got a big workshop. Now, it's not a wood workshop, it's an everything workshop. Anything you can possibly imagine is inside. So if you wanted to have a quick peek inside, Mr. Cameraman Austin there, and show us what we've got. So first of all, it's on poured concrete, which has got more than enough depth to hold a lot of weight. Whether you're using a hoist and you've got cars on there, or you're going to be using this for anything else. This is also, as per CVRD, a snow shed. So it's a very high ceiling. And the way it's designed is that if you do get some heavy snowfall out here, and you know out here never gets cold, but it's heavy wet snow when we do get snow, it's gonna run off and it's not gonna cave in. So there's a plethora of power, there's a plethora of, tools and so forth that are available that you could put all your goodies inside. So this is the large shed. Beside the shed is a SeaCan. Now imagine this being a really large storage storage shed. And that's really what it is. It's a 48-foot deep storage shed. Now you could buy these SeaCans and they're probably $10,000 or $12,000 to buy, but the problem is you've got to get it somewhere. They're not exactly something you just throw on the back of a truck, 2x4, and you get out here. So this is a great value add for someone. All you got to be is just think of someone in the family that's a bit of a handy guy, or someone that really likes to do some outside work. I mean, the amount of extra stuff you can put inside, seal it all up, lock it up, is second to none. Let's do a quick walk around the property, this side over here. Again, this is the section that you have that would be great for RV parking. It also has a sani dump that's built in, so you can actually hook up your sanitation removal from your RV and get it dumped here. A really great thing about this property is the fact that it's also really, really quiet. So on one side of the property here, there's actually 5 acres. And this is owned by somebody. And there's no intention, and hasn't been no intention for a long time, in cutting any of these trees down or building or developing out at all. So that's what's really nice, is one side of your property is nothing but trees. And all of a sudden we get back here and it's super quiet. Now, the back of your property as well, there's a lot of extra green space and a lot of extra room if you wanted to do something. Again, you got a full ½ acre and you can see how flat it is, except for the top part over here. Now, the top part over here, you can have a look at this retaining wall that's been built. The number of large rocks that have been put in place is absolutely incredible. So not only does aesthetically it looks really nice, but it definitely contours, gives some depth to the property, and will help with runoff. There is also some in-ground runoff that's done and built, and it shovels over to the other side of the property as well too. I feel like I'm a lot higher. Lots of trees on this side as well too, on Munsie. So I'm just gonna flip around down. Actually, Austin, if you have a look, it's probably a good opportunity to have a quick view of the back. A lot of upgrades have been done to the home as well. We'll get to that in a minute. The obvious ones, you can tell, you've got a nice pergola that's in the back there. The canopy was just actually removed. There's a new roof that's been put on just in the last couple of years. Gutters have been all cleaned. Really, by looking at the place and the property, you can kind of just see how much work has been put into play. Wish as a little kid, this would be a fun place to grow up, that's for sure. Whipping around your little dirt bikes or something like that in here. Be a super fun place. You're on well water here, lots and lots of pressure, and basically don't ever be concerned, quite frankly, about well water in Shawnigan or Cowichan Valley. For the most part, it's really, really good. Looking at the front of the house again, just having a quick visual, you can kind of see how clean and tight and organized and nice it is. Let's go inside and have a look. So we're at 1,737 square feet. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it's built in 1998. It's very, very clean. Somebody may move in and want to do a little bit of updating. Maybe not, it just depends on who you are. That being said, you're not going to find a nicer, cleaner, well-maintained home than this one. Lots and lots of receipts in place for some recent maintenance. So if we have a wander around, you kind of go into a sunken living room, very common in the 90s. Got yourself a really nice fireplace, of course, natural gas. You've got an elevated second, kind of like a dining room, living room area that's built over here. And then you've got your sliding doors to go outside if you're going to be enjoying any of the outside, let's say in the summer. As you walk into the kitchen, lots and lots of natural light, lots of windows in here. Natural gas stove as well. So your kitchens, your washing dishes, you're outside looking at the backyard. Hopefully you don't see a bear in your yard. That's kind of the area we're in. But this is just how great and rural Shawnigan Lake can be. Nice kitchen nook over here as well too, with an outside patio door that you can get to the back. And then you've got a nice living room over here. Interesting little feature I'm gonna show you. Not something you see, come on with me, in most homes is the dungeon. That's right, this place has got a dungeon. So, some people might call it a crawl space. Some people might call it a torture chamber. I mean, I surely wouldn't. Come on down. Hopefully we don't lose too much light under here, but you're gonna get an idea and you get a chance to see how high and how much room you have back here. So If the home itself of 1,737 square feet is not quite big enough for you, look at all this room. And I'm standing up, I'm not quite 6 feet, but you've got basically 6-foot ceilings for a good chunk of the house. You can put a lot of your Christmas decorations or anything like that that you have here. It's also heated and it's super dry. So a really great added feature. One of the other really cool things about this house, and I'm going to show you as we get into the garage, it's a garage full of stuff. Have a look over here. Now, for those of you who are kind of in the loop and familiar with some of this stuff, great. If you're not, there's a lot of pipes. There's 2 hot water demand systems. One, in fact, is only about a year or so old. It's quite new. They both run through natural gas. You've got in-floor radiant heating in the whole house. There's 4 different zones on the house. All throughout the home, the floors are heated. Radiant in-floor heating, which is really awesome. You've also got a shop vac, per se, like a actual built-in vac for the house. And then your full electrical panel and sub panel is in the garage. All right, let's finish up the tour of the house. You do have new appliances as well, the washer dryer. Okay, so we've seen basically the main floor. We're gonna just kind of tuck around here. There's a bathroom that's down here as well. So it's got itself a toilet and a sink, of course. That's your main floor living with that real great bonus downstairs. So let's go upstairs now. And you've got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms that are upstairs. Great little spot here. You can vacuum the carpets, which is great. We'll start off by going through the primary. And you got to think, just with a little bit of updating, for example, this could be such an incredible property with a real modern home. You've got a great floor plan and you don't have too big of a home unless you need a really large home. Anyways, you've got a good sized primary here. You've got a shower, tub, sink, toilet, so full bathroom inside there in your ensuite. And then you've got a real decent sized walk-in closet over here as well too. There's 2 more bedrooms up here. This is a nice second bedroom with great views of the backyard, which is fantastic. Imagine waking up and seeing that every morning. It's a nice backyard, nice and trees, nice and green. And then you've got a 3rd bedroom that's over here, and then a full bathroom as well. So 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,730 square feet on half an acre. We're at 1816 Munsie Road in Shawnigan Lake. And that's it basically for the tour of the house. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's got so many great little extras and features that most times you're not going to get. Number 1, the property itself is really flat, so it's super usable. Number 2, the home is meticulous and absolutely in such great shape that you don't have to feel like you got to come in and you got to rip everything up or you got to do stuff. I mean, you may want to do some changes, but at the end of the day, it's not like you have to do any changes, right? It's really a spectacular kind of offering. So that's the home. It has a SeaCan, which is just like a really great extra storage place that's covered and locked. You have a really large shop. You've got RV parking. You've got service for your RV outside. You've got so much maintenance and so forth that's been done on the home, everything from the roof. You've got nice heated floors throughout the house. It's, again, a great option. So if you're looking at something rural, but yet you still want to have great location in mind, you still want to be close to amenities, Shawnigan Lake's got pretty much everything you need. If it doesn't have enough of what you need, Mill Bay is 5 to 10 minutes away. It's not that far at all to get to the highway in either direction. Again, close enough but far enough away. You're not going to be disappointed if you're looking for something a little bit special that's not going to break the bank. We really challenge you to find something this nice in this good of an area at this price point. Thank you so much, everybody. Trevor Friesen. Reach out to me on my cell, 250-882-3052, or you can direct message me if you've got any questions. But better yet, call your realtor and book a showing because it's not going to last. See you guys.